Welcome to Your Life Matters podcast. Please be advised that many topics are very sensitive and may be triggering for you. Many discussions will be about suicide, trauma, mental health, and depression. If an episode is too triggering for you, please do the necessary steps in regard to listening to the episode. If you or know anyone struggling with mental health, suicide ideation, suicidal thoughts, and depression, please seek professional help or reach out to a crisis hotline or confide in someone that you trust. I hope my podcast helps you, but most of all, I hope it provides the safe space that you are looking for. Please know that you are not alone and there is someone out here who is happy to have you in their life. So please stay alive for them. And also remember that your life matters. I love you and thank you for joining my podcast.
It makes it hard to have any confidence. It makes it hard to have any hope with anything. And I also want to mention, dating can also fall into this category. If you have tried everything, if you have tried all the apps, if you have done everything possible, gone to events, made the first move, approached a guy or a female, took initial action first, and you're still not getting anything, that also can be defeating. I also feel like people fail to understand when you're doing everything alone and by yourself, it makes you question everything that you're doing, even life. I feel like people fail to understand that there are people out here who legit don't have anyone. They don't have a family. They don't have friends. They don't have a support system. So trying to get through everything, trying to navigate certain things, it is so hard to stay sane mentally. I feel like too, people fail to understand that when you have no help, no guidance, no support system, that plays a major role in being able to, I don't want to say accomplish stuff, but it plays a major role in being able to do certain things. When you are constantly left in a position to do everything on your own, you sort of develop a fuck it mentality. And I want to say a fucking mentality, but, in some cases, it can put you into a deep depression and you end up losing your passion for what you do. And I think it takes major strength to not allow that to happen. And I also want to say too, and I feel like people don't talk about this, depression really can kill your dreams. And if you are in this position, please understand, many people experience it and battle it. I'm slowly getting back into makeup. I have not shared my reasoning for quitting makeup at one point. I will probably do another episode on that, but if you're in a position right now where you are literally losing your passion, please understand that I understand completely. And it actually takes people being in that position to actually understand. One thing I want people to start doing is to actually talk about it with people that have been in the same position as you. Because unfortunately, you talking it to people who aren't in your shoes, haven't experienced it, they're not going to really say anything encouraging. And if you have a therapist, definitely talk about it with them. I feel like therapists very, you know, help and validate your feelings. Very helpful. That's what I was trying to say too earlier. But I remember actually talking about my issue with one of my clients who is a really good friend of mine, but she also is artistic like me and a creative like me. And she called it creator's block or artist block. It was one of the two. And I actually didn't think that was a real thing. I Not to sound selfish, but I didn't think other people experienced it. And I guess it's because you don't hear about it. People don't actually talk about, you know, being super talented and creative, and then all of a sudden you kind of lose it. And you just don't know how to either process it or navigate it because you feel stuck, and something can trigger you to not want to do it again. I feel like when you're trying to accomplish something and it is something you've been wanting, something you've been hoping and praying for, just do it. I think I think focusing so much on the fact that there's only 6 more months left, people feel like, okay, I haven't accomplished what I've wanted to accomplish. But I think one thing I will definitely say, if you are in a better position than you were last year, that is something. Now, if you just feel stuck and you legit don't know how to get back up or to even start creating again or even get back into what kind of made you stop doing certain things, be gentle with yourself, but also do it when you're ready. For instance, when it comes to dating, I know many people, when you get to a certain age, you just kind of feel like, okay, I only have 3 years left. I only have 2 years left. Or, I'm already 40 and I still don't have any kids and I'm not married. I'm about to be 37 and I'm still single, still no kids, not married, not engaged. and no family. I don't know what the answer would be to keep having hope that you will find someone or I will find someone. It is so hard to remain positive when it's just been fail after fail after fail. What sucks even more is if you are doing so much work to heal and to be a better partner and you're breaking generational curses and you're working on yourself so that you don't act like your parents, you're working on learned behaviors and trying to break that. And you're doing a lot of work and it's still not working out for you. I know many people will kind of say, well, like, if bad things keep happening to you, then you're the issue. No, you're not. No, you're not. Or the universe responds to what you're putting out, or the universe responds to how you feel about things, or whatever the case is. I absolutely disagree with that. I am not the only one that I know is constantly working on things to be a better person, to heal, and to, be a good person. And stuff is still not working out for you. I think my story and what I experience is definitely the definition of you could be doing so much good and you still don't get anything back. I've been doing this healing crap for a good almost 10 years. Still haven't been able to find anyone. And I actually had a mental breakdown a couple of weeks ago because it was just like, can one good thing happen for me? Just one. Like, can I just not have to work my tail off for something? Like, can one good thing just happen for me easily? Like, can I get my way just one time? And I know there's many people that feel that way. And I don't know what the answer is to be able to make that go away. I would love to be a mental health therapist. And I actually thought about it the other day that I would love to be a mental health therapist for the industry, entertainment industry, film industry, music industry, cosmetology industry, because I feel like we need the most help and support. But I don't know how to fit school in with my schedule. I shorten my days, I make less money, I won't be able to pay my bills. By me being on my own, that has caused a major setback to be able to do other things. And this is kind of what I mean by some people not being able to do other things for certain reasons and reasons that they had no control over. I think what sucks about 6 months left in the year, it, like I said, it puts a sane amount of pressure on people to finish what they're trying to do. Yes, it's sort of a wake up call of like, okay, there's only 6 more months left. What are you going to do for the rest of this time? But I also want people to understand that 6 months is a long time. You can still accomplish what you need to accomplish. I'm all for people not giving up on their dreams, but I think we kind of need to we need to acknowledge the fact that in some cases it does not work out. I really hope you don't put yourself in a dark place. I really hope you find the strength to accept the fact that you did give it your all. And if whatever you are doing is not working, it's okay to find something else. But I also don't believe in losing yourself and continuously being in a dark place to make your dreams come true. If you have the willpower and strength to just do it no matter what, I commend you. But I am really legit here to say that sometimes it is not worth it. If it means saving your life and putting your mental health first, sometimes, unfortunately, you have to let it go. I think the hardest part is not labeling yourself as a failure. I will say one of these days I probably will share a lot of what I went through when I moved to LA. I think just I'm not really quite ready to do it. And I don't know if sharing will help the healing process, but I definitely do feel like my story will resonate with people. You can still go to school. You can still open up that bakery you wanted to do. You can still start a business. You can still travel. You still have time to be able to find your partner. And if you're trying to have a baby, you still have 6 months left. I just feel like the timelines that we put isn't healthy. And it is what is really causing people to affect their mental health. You know, you have people falling into a depression, you have people giving up, you have people just mentally and physically exhausted. And it's easy for me to tell you guys what to do, and I know I should be taking my own advice, but I just hope people can learn from my experience that do what I'm not doing. Like, I don't know. Um, I try my hardest to be confident. I try my hardest to remain positive, but it's very hard to not feel negative about everything and have any type of confidence of things happening or working out. You would think, like, if you've been working on stuff for a year, doing what you think is right for a year, stuff would change. And when it's gotten to the point where you don't know what else to do and things aren't changing, it's just kind of like, what is the solution then? And unfortunately, I feel like this is one of the reasons why many people decide to take their own lives and pass from suicide. We have gotten to a point where if you are my age or even older or in your 30s, you're just tired. We are overworking ourselves. We get no breaks. It's never ending. And then, you want to be able to take a vacation, take a break, and you're not even able to do that. Life shouldn't be this hard, but unfortunately, it is. And like I said, I really want people I really want people to not focus on the timeline and how many months there are in this year. Just keep doing what you are doing. I really hope you guys related to this episode. I really hope I'm not the only one kind of battling this. I really hope this episode may have helped you. And, I can't stress this enough to please take care of yourself and be gentle. And most of all, give yourself grace. And most of all, you are doing enough. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next episode.